On February 11th, 1990, one of the greatest upsets in boxing history happened when Buster Douglas beat Mike Tyson. Here's the story behind this iconic event. Today on Daily Sports History. Welcome to Daily Sports History. I'm Ethan Reese, your guide into sports history every day. Picture this: Mike Tyson, a force of nature in the ring, boasting an unbeaten record, 35 wins with 33 knockouts. His name echoed fear and respect in dominating the heavyweight division with an iron fist. Tyson's journey was nothing short of a whirlwind. From his mediocre rise, becoming the youngest heavyweight champion in history in 1986, he emphasized raw power and ferocity that struck fear into his opponent's heart. Only 4 of his wins did not come by knockouts, and his reputation kept growing every day, as if his legend was a bubble growing, just waiting to be popped. Then there was Buster Douglas. He was an underdog coming into the fight versus Tyson, a man often overshadowed, a skilled boxer striving to carve out his own legacy. Even though he was an underdog, it wasn't like he was a no-name. He had 29 wins and 4 losses, and he had a lineage. His father was also a boxer. He never won a title, but he had a winning record. But boxing may have not been Douglas's first love, as he tried as much as he could to make it in the basketball world. Sitting at 6'4", he had a chance with his size, but unfortunately did not have the skill to make it. And then he went back to his father to create that relationship in the ring. Tyson battled distractions and personal issues that clouded his training leading up to the fight. His regular trainer had passed away, and the promoter, Don King, wanted to get as cheap of trainers as he could because it didn't matter. No one could beat Mike. So he wasn't adequately trained for the fight. And on top of that, he was going through a bitter divorce at the time. So some may say his mind wasn't in the fight. But that doesn't mean Douglas didn't have his own turmoil. His longtime girlfriend had just left him, and his mother, his truest supporter, had just passed away. He had the chance to back out of the fight due to this passing, but he decided, as she was his biggest supporter, to continue and show what he could do in the ring for her. Despite his record, Buster was still an underdog due to the legacy that was growing around Tyson. This meant that finding somewhere that would take the fight was difficult, due to the fact that everyone thought the fight would be over within a round or two, because Tyson almost always ended in a knockout. But there was one place that would pay to see Tyson no matter how long he actually fought, and that was Tokyo. As the bell rang, Tyson, as expected, stormed into the ring with his trademark ferocity, showcasing his speed and power. Round after round, Tyson asserted his dominance, landing punishing blows and casting his shadow over the arena. But Douglas, unyielded, driven by the fire of wanting to live up to his mother, refused to back down. He absorbed Tyson's assault, which caught everyone off guard. As the fight progressed, a remarkable shift occurred. Douglas, against all odds, began to find his rhythm, landing punches that surprised even the most seasoned analyst. The crowd was in disbelief with each passing minute, as Douglas was fueled by determination and was matching Tyson blow for blow. Then came the defining rounds. In the 9th, and ultimately the 10th, Tyson's fatigue began to show. The aura around him began to wane, and Douglas started to seize the opportunity, unleashing a flurry of punches, culminating in a staggering uppercut that sent shockwaves through the arena. The punch changed everything. Tyson hit the canvas. He was down for the first time in his career. The count began, and the world held its breath as the count reached 10. Tyson struggled to rise, and the impossible happened. Buster Douglas, against insurmountable odds, had conquered the unbeatable Tyson, etching his name into the annals of sports history. As the dust settled, the aftermath lingered. A new champion had emerged, and the repercussions were seismic. Buster Douglas against all odds. And if you could find those odds at the bookie, which were the best they could find, was 42 to 1, you were standing pretty at the bank. But Buster was the undisputed heavyweight champion. The world reacted with mixed of disbelief and celebration. Douglas had achieved something that people thought was impossible. But his reign of champion was short-lived. He faced Evander Holyfield in his first title defense, and the crown slipped away. Yet his victory against Tyson remained a beacon of hope for those that overlooked and underestimated him. For Tyson, the loss marked a crazy period in his life. And it wasn't just the defeat in the ring, as he faced charges in the courts as well, even having going to jail for multiple years. As time has passed, this fight still remains one of the biggest upsets in boxing history, and everyone remembers the day Mike Tyson finally lost. Thank you for joining us today on Daily Sports History. If you like this, please tell a friend all about the history you're learning on Daily Sports History. And come back tomorrow, as we're going to be here for more sports history.